Hey y'all, day in the life, day eight, day eight. Today was a pretty good day at work, and last night was I was pretty focused. You know, I'm reading this book right now. That for anybody that is really wanting to heal, right? Like really, like you're on a healing journey, right? And you actually it's the kind of healing that actually breaks you free. Not the kind of healing that puts a band-aid and or not the kind of healing that requires something else on top of it, right? Right? And specifically, let me make a tangible example. The kind of healing that provides a band-aid, think of it like pharmakia, right? Never gets to the root. They just cover the symptoms, right? And then healings that require something else, right? It's like, why is there always something extra that I have to do in order to get this healing? Why does this healing always seem like an intangible, like a donkey following the carrot kind of thing, right? That's New Age. That's New Age. That's witchcraft. That's astrology. That's spirituality, right? And I'm speaking from experience, baby. Speaking from experience. Okay. So, if you're looking to really actually experience tangible freedom, a breaking of chains, right? I've essentially dedicated 10 years, give or take, to pursuing healing, right? I was in college, didn't have a foundation in Christ, majored in sociology, public health, and child psychology. You can imagine the kind of mind that develops once you become aware of all the reasons why society is the way that it is, why children behave the way they do, why adults become the way that they do, right? So you can imagine at college being exposed to all this information, you're just like, wow, so this is why I'm so messed up. Let me figure out how to heal, right? Because guess what? If I ever have kids, I'm not trying to repeat the cycle, So it took me a long time to realize, until I was 29, that genuine healing doesn't actually happen until you're in Christ. And so, seek Him. This is the book. Get it with two friends and go on that journey together. Go on that journey with a church, even a genuine church. If your church is also about band-aid fixes, right? Because this also exists in churches that focus on religion and not relationship, that focus on diagnosing the symptoms but not getting to the root, right? Anyways, so last night I was doing some reflecting, right? Because yesterday was the group meeting for this book that we're reading, right? And I unblocked a certain somebody that I have a lot of anger towards. It's anger that I don't demonstrate, right? But it's anger that is felt. And the Lord has been working in me to deal with these things, right? To deal with my anger. And today at work, I'm cleaning the floor, right? Just in my happy place, right? Not really thinking much, right? And suddenly, the Lord's like, so let's deal with the disappointment. And I just got so mad. I'm like, you want me to deal with the disappointment now? Like, the list is endless. And I just got so mad. But you know what? That's what we're going to do today. And when I come back tomorrow, we're going to see. I'm not promising nothing, because honestly, healing is tough, right? I already feel. Oh. Yeah, so it's time to deal with it. Time to deal with all this disappointment. Because low-key, I'm a little mad at God. I do feel mad, but he's not intimidated by that. He's just like, yeah, give that to me. So once we get through that, then we'll go on to the next thing, and it's just like, okay, God, let's do it. My prayer, though, is to keep people away from me that don't have the right mindset for I can't be around certain type of people. You know, I can't. Like, I just can't. So, anyways, healing. You gotta do it directly with the big G God. And the big G God sent Jesus. Anyways, that's day 8. That's all I got today. I hope this inspires you. And if it doesn't, it's fine, because I'm just trying to show you what it looks like to walk with the Lord, especially when you're dealing with deep stuff. It's not easy. You know, I'm not here to give you the sunshine and rainbows. I actually deal with a lot of things. There are moments of happiness, which I obviously capture here, you know. But, yeah, no, I'm not about to give you some fake, you know, gummy bear Christianity that once you give your life to Christ, it's all sunshine and rainbows. No, like, that's totally a false gospel. This thing is hard, you know, but I'd rather deal with it in the truth. I would rather deal with life in the truth than deal with life in a deception, right? Because how many people go through life numbing themselves, right? Just going through life with deception. And then they get mad at God for what they go through. But it's like, you're not even going to God to deal with the stuff. Because he's not going to give you the life that you rightfully deserve if you're not really trying to be in a relationship with him. He's just like, okay, well, when you're ready, we can figure this stuff out. But it looks like you're not ready yet. So, anyways, take care.